Hey folks, welcome back. Tonight we are playing Myth the Wind Age. Well, let's get started. Okay, so last we left off, you guys were exploring an underground tunnel natural cave complex in the Cloudspine Mountains in the vicinity of Norn Pass. You were scouted out the pass, you ran into some undead, and you found out, that there was an army out there, and you decided to try to find a way around it and wound up running into something else. First thing you find is a huge curved slab of marble on the floor of the cavern. Looks like it used to be an overhang, part of the roof of some building. The rim of the curve is decorated with these complex triangular insignia that don't look quite like dwarven work. Down the tunnel you can see that there's more. Water drips down past a set of broken, crooked marble stairs that rise along the right side of the tunnel to another open area above. There's some kind of marble railing that runs along the next platform above you. You guys go up. What do you do?
Let's go check it out, guys.
Right,
Are you talking about the light that was on the mountain?
What's that?
Was that the light on the mountain or whatever?
You guys are underground.
Remember we found the underground?
Oh, yeah.
I had trapped us under here, and
Thanks.
out of everything that you have done during this entire campaign, the one time that I actually F up, you're going to be like, minute.
It was only an army.
All right, so let's give me a marching order, guys. Who's going first and so forth?
I thought we already did that.
Did we?
Are
Sorry.
we in that
Okay, can you guys arrange your pogs in marching order?
Sure. Where are we?
I'm assuming from left to right.
Yeah, I guess the left will be last, unless you guys want Fedleem to go first, which he's fine with. Actually, Fedleem volunteers to go first. He's like, I can take point. You guys want to follow him?
I'm usually in middle.
Why do you
I'm
keep
pretty
putting
sure
yourself
that I
further
was
right?
sitting on Veranza.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so
I just ignore y'all.
Okay.
You keep jumping in front of him. He's just going to start attacking people.
Okay,
I want to be front.
Okay, are we saying the right is the front or the back? I'm saying the right
is the front.
Okay, fair enough.
The left are Israeli or something, and read or Japanese.
Yeah. All right, is everybody? I mean, it doesn't matter. The party's going to kind of flow, so you guys move your pogs around. However, if you want to rearrange the order, we'll go with whatever you guys have here, whatever this mess is for now. Okay.
Whatever this.
Yeah, the card is wide enough at this point. You don't have to travel signal file, so this is completely fine.
Yeah,
so,
they're on top of me, so it's fine.
There you go.
Polaris is on top of you.
Oh, is Solaris riding you, Veranza? What animal are you?
No,
yeah, I've been sitting on his shoulder or her shoulder.
Just my shoulder. They're tiny.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
La 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 la.
You've got a friend with a really long stick, really long pointy stick.
Yep.
Don't worry, I won't poke you with it.
Not on the first date. God damn it.
You know the line and hook.
So you guys make your way up the staircase. It's kind of like slow, careful going, unless you're really in a hurry for some reason, but there's not, it's not collapsing or anything. It's not super narrow to where you would fall, and it's not a huge fall. So you guys carefully pick your way up the stairs along the right side of the tunnel, and it opens out into this kind of, it's a natural cavern, but the cavern has unnatural features, like the cavern formed over a building. So you see, you look above you and you see there's limestone ceiling with all these get it wrong, stalactites, I think it is. There's water dripping. What's that?
Tight you hang, might you throw.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so it's a bunch of stalactites with water dripping from the ceiling, and then down, as you guys get over this kind of lip, there's this completely level, flat, rectangular platform that's made of granite paving stones with little bits of kind of marble decoration. And there are these marble rectangular structures that are like raised beds that are filled with dead plants. And there is at the center of this kind of plaza, there's a pool that's maybe 30 feet across and 20 feet deep, 20 feet in length, that is filled with this kind of black, brackish, murky water. Beyond it, on the other side of the plaza, there is an archway that leads up into an old building. On the front face of the building, it's also, kind of marble, similar, like sort of triangular, angular architecture sticking out from the wall. And you can see that the face of the building is mostly intact. And you can see that there's like a, the archway opens into, more hallways and stuff beyond.
If I want to know if I recognize anything around, such as like a symbol or a type of architecture, would that be spout lore?
That's correct.
I can remember things.
Hold on. Okay, so what are you looking at any particular thing or just the architecture in general?
I want the architectural and like in general to see if I know if like the society had druids in them and being able to see like, okay, this architecture tells me that this type of people wouldn't have herbs and
Fair enough.
stuff and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Like that.
So the architecture is actually quite sophisticated. It's of an older style of architecture that's sort of lost to the modern era to all but the dwarves, but it's definitely not dwarven architecture. You look around and you see some of these like triangular sigils are things that you see in ancient structures that were built by inhuman hands from the age. Let me see if I can find the name. Hold on. It's the act. And I lost the note for that particular thing. Anyway, there's this. There was this time period around 2,000-3,000 years ago called the Axe Age, when humans were just building their first kind of like stable settlements. They were developing agriculture and all this kind of stuff. And this was your grandfather's time. Hilarious. And so during this age, there were these the Callieach were sort of like the ruling civilized influence on the world. And so you recognize some of these structures as being from that time. And Hilarious, you haven't seen a lot of these because they're not around anymore. These were, the older structures of generations gone by. The thing they haven't built this way in thousands of years. But Veranza, you having how exactly did you recognize this ancient Callieach architecture?
When you were looking at the flower beds, you could actually tell that the pattern that they use to join the corners is only done by Callieachs.
Awesome. And where did you learn about it?
That was in a book that happened to get slipped into, like as I was grabbing all the books from the library so that I can get all the knowledge, it just kind of slipped in there, and it was an architecture book. And I just read it because I thought it was part of my schoolwork.
Your character is such a nerd. I love it. Okay.
It has to be a part of who I am. Like,
yeah, that's perfect.
I was like,
all right.
I need to know that.
Okay. So, are you? So where was this library? I'm just curious. Was it like in Lankerfan? Was it in Forest Heart? Was it the one that's out in the desert near Moonchild?
It's the one that's by Moonchild.
Okay.
And the reason it was out in the desert is like it was because the journey that you have to take to become a druid, and especially an elven, like a half-elf druid, takes 20 years, and that's like a sip of water to my people kind of thing. Like 20 years is like a year for us, right? And it was part of the path that I was taking, and I got bored and I was like, oh, here's a library. Let me read in here. And I just started like reading everything that the teacher had told me. Like, if you get to this library, you should pull these books. And somehow the book came in when she was pulling it off the shelf.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So you learned, you studied this. So you recognize this architecture, and you pointed out to the rest of the group, I'm presuming.
Yes. I'm like the nerd. I'm like,
But
oh
how
my
do you
god!
live
If
there?
you
It's so
see that
tiny.
archway, that archway is totally Art Deco from 352 whatever. And if you actually look here, this is showing you the exact type.
Okay. And you know also, because you rolled so well, Veranza, you know also from some of the markings, they're kind of like abstract designs, but the columns on the front of the main building structure ahead of you, they look like some kind of ceremonial markings, like they once might have been used to channel ley lines as part of a ritual, that kind of thing.
So like I'm kind of running around the building like you see in cartoons where run to one spot and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I run to another spot and I'm like, and this, and then I go up and then like I'm standing in front of the columns and archways and go.
I have definitely lifted off of her shoulder at this point because I can't hold on.
I'm just like running around being like a super architectural nerd. And I know that they're all looking at me. I was like, I only thought she knew about animals.
You notice as you guys are moving kind of across the plaza, looking around, the mucky pool in the center, you see these tiny kind of flickering lights from insects that dance just above the water surface.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to that. I will be 1000% clear about that. I am not looking at any water. I am not looking at anything around me. I am fully engrossed into this architecture because it is like nothing we have seen in my lifetime.
Okay, fair enough. Which one of you guys is checking out the lake first? Somebody's gonna peer into it at some point, I think. Or the
Me.
Okay. Yeah, so Jack, you peer down to the lake. You think that there's like the water's kind of murky, you can't really see down into it that much, even with the light sources you guys are carrying, like you're holding a torch over the water surface trying to see if anything's down there. And it looks, considering this place kind of looks like an entry plaza to a temple or something, it looks surprisingly deep. Like it's got to be at least 30, 40, 50 feet maybe. It's kind of, you can't really see the bottom. And there's some kind of huge hulking shape at the center of it. Like you think it might be a statue.
I'm drawing Balmung and say, hey, you recognize this place?
Elmong says, of course I do. Welcome to the crypt of Noble Lu.
Ah. Now is the fairy, is he actually one of the
Holaris! Get the name right. Holaris.
fairy?
See one of what?
He helped make this place years ago or something?
He is a creator, yes. I don't know. I think this place was built before his time. But he is of that race.
Let's light up this pond. All right, stick him in there and let's shoot some lightning or something.
Oh my god.
See what's down there.
Okay, give me some kind of roll for that. I would say wisdom, maybe. Okay. Yeah. So
Shit. I was expecting a free XP.
So you figure out the best way to manage it to get the most light is kind of like arc water across the other side of the pool instead of, just trying to shoot it directly into the surface.
10,000 guppies rise to the surface.
Yeah. You see that there is a muck and algae covered statue of some giant, fantastical, four-legged, spine-covered animal. From the design of its snout and the staining down one side of it, you think that it used to be a fountain at some point. What's that?
the hedgehog.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of like a scary hedgehog dragon.
Scary hedgehog dragon.
Yeah.
Can I keep it?
It's a statue.
Can I keep it?
Um.
I didn't. Did I
Okay.
stutter?
You notice
A
that
little big to carry.
you notice as you're looking down that the statue animal has a long crack through one of its front legs, and there's like pieces of it that have been worn away or chipped away over time. And if you're kind of peering down in there, and you see darkness inside there, like the statue is hollow.
Do you
Well,
want to
that's
break the
weird.
statue?
Now this is below the water surface, right?
Yes.
So you'd be like taking a swim down 40 feet to go in some
Well, the
hollow
whole
statue.
pool is 40 feet deep. The statue is like 20 feet tall, so it's not that deep a swim. But yeah, you would have to swim down there.
Listen, I don't know what you would do. I'm just assuming that you see something that's like, ooh, I could go break it, or I can go see what's happening, and you go do that.
Head down there. Go ahead. You can turn into some big fish or something, right?
Are you going down there? Or are you
Down there,
volunteering?
I'm not even paying attention to you at
Okay.
this point. I am
Huh.
metaing right now.
All right. Veranza, are you going to walk into the archway into the main building?
How far away is it from them?
It's like 40 feet, I'll say, between the lake and the entryway.
So I still have like I can still feel their presence around me.
Yeah. You can hear them mucking around and talking to each
Okay.
other and stuff.
Because I can still hear them, I am 1000% going into the archway, because I am just like, I know what this is. I know what this is.
Okay,
I
you
want to see it.
hear this kind of clank behind you, and you realize that Fadelim is like following along with you, making sure that you're not going off in there on your own.
Oh,
He's like, "You sure you don't want me to go first?"
are you really that scared that I'm gonna not take care of myself?
All right, so you guys, so there's kind of there's a little corridor that goes in from the archway, and then there's like a very rusty old iron gate, and you peer through the other side of the gate, and you can see that there's this grand hallway. Let's see. From here you can see that there's it's dark in the hall, but you have good dark vision.
Right.
You can see that there are it's kind of like this big wide entryway like you would see at like a palace or something. And there are these statues of angelic figures which you recognize as sort of ancient ceremonial depictions of the Callieach. They are the sort of like the ancestral guardians of this place. So you see that the entry hall though is partially collapsed. So there's like a big dark like looming shape where the ceiling just kind of comes down, and there's like a big like smashed area in the middle of the room where there's just rubble. You can see that beyond this entryway, there's branching hallways going off in different directions. It looks like there's a set of stairs on the far end of the room going up and down. And then there's a hallway going to the east and another hallway going to the west. You can hear water running somewhere. It sounds like it's coming from the east. What do you do?
Are there any, because we're in a cavern and everything like that, there would be like bugs and centipedes and things like that around, right?
You would expect that, but actually you look around and you don't see any of that. It's kind of weird.
Really?
Especially the collapsed area. Like you would think you could see there's some like moisture there. You know, you would think that critters would kind of gather there naturally and live off of the minerals and stuff that are there, but you don't see anything like that.
I have discerned realities.
Go for it.
I have 3 questions.
Okay.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Okay. So
Evil things.
Listen here, Ichabod.
So you see, you're kind of surveying the room, and you're like trying to figure out. Okay, there's water over there, and you kind of like imagine for a second that like you see the water, but there's nothing there. And you're looking, trying to figure out like what you saw, and you see that in the collapsed section, there's an area where there's like one of the statues is kind of smashed, and at the feet of the statue, there is a small, like a tiny little collection of bones, like a little skeleton of a dead creature. And you see that it's kind of like it's not sitting on the floor, it's kind of resting in a weird way up against the broken statue. And you see it kind of slowly inching towards you across the room, just kind of floating in this weird, broken, crooked way in the air. What do you do?
The skeleton.
Yes.
Baleen,
Baleen looks where you're looking. She's like, what the hell is that?
yes, I look at Baleen. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay, I look at him and go, you see that too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not like tripping on anything.
Baleen reaches. He's got this sconce on his shield that's got a torch attached to it. And he like quickly sheathes his sword for a second. And he fumbles with the sconce. He takes the torch and he hurls it at the skeleton. And you see that kind of like shimmer again for a moment. And then the torch doesn't hit the skeleton. It kind of just stops in the air. Now you have a skeleton and a torch floating towards you slowly, inch by inch.
Who's
What do you do?
really in control here?
You look around on the floor, and you're kind of like you're looking at the different minerals and stuff like that. You kind of just noticing how the fusion of like the artificial architecture and like the cave stuff coming in from above. And you notice that there's an area around the cave-in where you would expect to see all these like contaminants in the water, like salts and minerals and stuff like that. But it's all very clean. And you can see that there's this area where the floor is just completely clean of all this crap that's like coming in from above. And you can see as you're looking on the floor, you could see this area kind of like you could see the stuff that's on the floor, like all the salt crud kind of just disappears in this like slow wave heading towards you guys.
So the slow wave is like that little robot in Wall-E that cleans up where Wall-E's been.
Kind of, yeah, but you don't see anything, but you know that there's something there that's like making the stuff that's on the floor disappear.
I wish there was like a detective. That's my sorry. That was a kitten claw right into the stomach.
It's about 10 feet from you now, the skeleton.
Okay, we start we step back, like we just start stepping back.
Okay.
Right? But slowly, not like
right.
anything like that. And I just kind of call out and be like, Jack?
That's about Jack's removing a couple pieces of clothing. What?
There's something moving a skeleton over here.
It's a zombie. Kill it.
Okay. So you guys are backpedaling out through the archway. Is that right? Veranza.
And I'm kind of going like, there's some. Oh no, I should do it this way. There's some unknown evil force making a skeleton move towards us.
I'll fly over towards her.
I know how to get Jack's attention. Excuse me, do you want to go fight something that looks evil and it's scaring me?
So Hilarious, you fly over there and you see it too. And it kind of moves. You guys backpedal, I'm guessing, out of the archway, yeah? Back out into the plaza?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys backpedal out into the archway, into the plaza, and you see that that wave of like stuff disappearing on the floor, the floating skeleton, all that, whatever it is, it advances. It just kind of gets to the threshold of that archway, and then the skeleton is just floating there.
I poke it with my stick.
Okay. You go to thrust your halberd into the skeleton, and the halberd hits something else before it hits the skeleton. Give me Defy Danger Strength.
Ooh. Good job. You can do this. You're a strong little. Ooh.
Hold on. Okay. So you jam the halberd into this. You hit something that isn't there. Like you could feel the resistance of the halberd as it crashes into something. It doesn't feel like a wall. It feels like you're jamming it into like a body, or something like that. And there's this kind of little shimmer in the air where the halberd hits, and then you try to pull the halberd back, and it's like stuck, and you're like struggling for a second before you can get it free. And the tip of the halberd is like wet when it comes away.
Is in a gelatinous cube.
Ew.
What do you do?
It's a gelatinous cube.
This time I really poke it, like not like an attack. Attack.
This time I'm gonna
Okay, so
stabby stab.
So you jam the halberd in again. You trying to get it to hit the skeleton? What's the object here?
No, whatever is holding the skeleton, this gelatinous thing.
Okay, so you jam this halberd into it. The halberd goes into it. Now what?
One of my viewers says to lick it.
Ew, no.
Do not lick the science.
I mean,
Is the torch inside it or whatever?
The torch is inside it, yeah. Actually, no, I'm gonna say you can tell the torch is kind of at the edge of the area, and it's like sputtering a little bit.
So it's stuck in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to light that so it's brighter, so we can see more what is going on.
You see the halberd as you're lighting the torch again. Is what you're trying to do?
Yeah, using Zuko style to cause it to flare up.
Okay, so you see that the torch flares up, and there is this shimmer and this kind of like almost like moisture in the air when the torch goes up, and then the torch sort of shifts in the air so that it's like a couple inches closer to the skeleton, and then the light goes out. But in the moment where the torch is getting pulled in, you see that there are all kinds of things that are just like floating in this space that are like really, there's like little individual particles of like salt and stuff like that. And there's this kind of very murky, almost invisible area that is kind of cube shaped around the skeleton moving towards you.
It's a gelatinous cube.
And Hilarious, it is about to touch you. It's going to be on you any second. What do you do? Your halberd is jammed into it. The halberd is like slowly sinking further into it.
Can I literally just take him and like pull it out like a stick in an olive?
Oh, that's what he did the first time. You can try it. Strength check.
No, like I grab onto Hilarious, and since Hilarious is tiny, I just go bink.
Okay.
I was going to say I wanted to try to like stamp down on
Okay.
my halberd and like try to cut my way out of it instead of just pulling straight out.
Okay. Yeah, give me I guess that's gonna be also a strength check probably.
Just regular strength.
Yeah.
What about is going to happen?
Okay. Well, so to answer your question, what's about to happen? Obviously, the gelatinous cube is about to swallow Hilaris.
I called it. It's a cube. I called it. It's a cube. I called it. It's a cube.
Okay, Hilaris, you are doing. You did well in your strength check. I'm finding the critter entry real quick. Give me 1 second.
Should have a +1 for that. Or is it just me get +1 for it? Or can I give it to somebody else?
Trying to figure out how many hit points it has. Give me a second.
So I'm trying to get some of my holiday things done
Here we go.
with everything, so you can kind of see I'm starting the cozies for the holidays. And Narga is 100% attacking my yarn.
Of course he is. All right, Hilaris, roll your damage.
Would that be hack and slash?
Well, you already rolled the
It's
check. This
in-
is your class damage.
Do you see the damage under hit points?
Oh, right.
And you want to do the extra d6 damage. Okay, so you're putting yourself in danger to do extra damage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you go ahead and you yank the halberd through this thing, and you see like a chunk of it like sloughs off, and you could tell because there's a kind of shimmer. You could kind of see where you cut it because you're so close to it. And then there's sort of like you hear this like plop on the floor as like part of it falls off, and you turn and it like in the second you're distracted by the sound of that chunk hitting the floor, it grabs you. What part of your body does it grab?
It would probably go for the closest thing, which is an arm
Okay, which arm?
left.
Okay, so it grabs your left arm as you're like maneuvering the halberd, trying to get it away from this thing, and it starts sucking you in. And are you wearing like gloves or armor or anything like that? Any kind of clothing?
Full plate armor.
Okay, so you see that it's 1 second. Yeah, you could see that the armor seems to kind of like react to it. Like there's sort of like it almost like looks a little bit like fizzy at the surface of the armor. At the point where you're dragged in, and you can feel it like it's like somebody's forcing you to stick your fingers into icy water, only it burns. Take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
I yell out, I think this thing's acidic.
Are you sure?
It's burning my armor.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm going to cause it to burn.
Okay, go for it.
So I guess I'm going to do my whatchamacallit, and let's see here. Press the button here. We're going to do that's burning brand. Oh, well, I guess I've got a very energetic flame.
Nice, you blast it. Okay, what or sorry, this is burning brand. So what tags do you want?
+1 damage and thrown near, I guess.
Okay.
And is there more of it? That's kind of lame.
There's also remove dangerous.
Oh, 2 of them. Oh, it only gets 2 tabs. Never mind. So that's what I do. I guess I gotta wait for
Okay, so which one did you got? You got thrown and +1 damage, or near and +1
Yep.
damage. Okay, I guess thrown near counts as 1 tank. I don't know.
I think it does.
Yeah, that makes sense because you're throwing it at near distance. Okay, you got those 2 tags. So you've got this dangerous burning. Is your whip, right?
Yep. It's not
Okay.
technically it's a whip, it's the
Oh, it's Balmung. Okay.
yeah, let's use Balmung. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, so you pull out Balmung, you got fire and lightning on the tip of the sword. What are you gonna do?
It's plasma, he told me. It was plasma. I'm gonna go in and hack this thing to little pieces.
All right, give me a hack and slash.
All right, hack and slash.
Okay.
Boom.
Um.
Willing to accept whatever.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. Hilarious, you're also taking this damage
Oh, fun. Okay.
because he's got a sword that arcs lightning at whatever he hits at any other targets near it.
Should be absorbed some. Let's see here. All right, well.
Okay, you take 3 damage,
Not worth it.
ignoring armor.
Ignoring armor. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So you
not
get
going to go crazy. But this will kick in for the next one. Back off. Hilarious.
Did I
and
get my weapon free, or
You've
no?
got-
No,
you've
I'm
got-
being sucked in.
you got your sword now jammed into this thing, Jack. Give me a strength check if you want to move it.
No, it's mine. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm gonna say so. You're sitting there. You're struggling with it. As you pull it out, you kind of like turn to the side, Jack, and like the motion you see that there is like algae that's disappearing from the pool behind you guys as you're standing up by the archway. And you figure out as you turn around that there's another one of these things coming up from behind you from down the tunnel. So you got your sword free. Who else? Let's see. Let's pick on somebody else. Ichabod, what are you doing?
Currently not trying to get anywhere near it.
Okay.
Is Galera's stuck there or something?
Oh yeah, Hilarious is
My
stuck in
hand
it, getting
stuck
melted.
in it.
Okay, Veranza's AFK for a minute, so we'll so Hilarious, it's you. This thing is slowly oozing up your arm, like drawing more of you into itself, and it hurts a lot. What do you do?
Well, my first thought was to put my feet on it and push back, but as I start to do that, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. My feet will get stuck. So I guess I just try to push with my wings to fly backwards as hard as I can
Okay.
and kind of just try not to touch it again.
I think that sounds like defy danger dexterity, probably. I couldn't understand that. What?
Is he breaking up for anybody else?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh no. Hilarious, you're going to take some more damage.
Damn, how many times did Defy Danger go through? 4
Okay.
of them.
Thanks. Oh, you okay? Oh, you rolled 4 times. Okay, I mean, they all went through at once. Okay, I guess I'll take the first roll, which is a success.
Yeah.
So you actually managed to fly back out of it. It's coming towards you. It's still got a halberd stuck in it. And the skeleton is stuck in it. The other one, Jack, you see, like, there's nothing stuck in it. Like, there's nothing floating in the middle of it. So it's real hard to see where it's at. So you
My
only...
halberd didn't come clean out when I sliced that chunk off.
No, did you... I think I had you roll for it. That was when you got stuck. Yeah.
You rolled 17 damage.
What did you roll for the strength check when you... Oh, no, you did damage it. Okay, no,
you rolled
you're right. I think you
17.
did get the halberd free. That's my mistake.
All right, so I fly back from it with my halberd in my right hand, and I'm like shaking my left hand, trying to get goo off of it.
Okay, yeah. You do that. You take 1 more point of damage, ignoring armor, as you get rid of it.
Okay.
The skeleton floats towards you again. What do you do?
Have I noticed the one that's coming towards us from a different direction?
I'm assuming Jack's not keeping it a secret. Is that fair to say, Jack?
Not like, hey, more fun's coming.
Okay, so you look, you don't see anything. He has to point it out to you where it's at.
All right. I like look around for like a chunk of rock or something and like throw it at it so that I can keep track of it when it gets stuck in it.
Okay, yeah, there's plenty of chunks of rock. I'm gonna say no roll required. You grab a piece of what exactly is it you grab? Is it just like cave boulder? Is it like a piece of a statue? What?
Probably a chunk of statue.
Okay, so you've got statue and then you've got skeleton, both now floating towards you.
I get out of the way and ask Jack if he can do something to burn the shit out of them now that I'm not there.
Well, apparently they're not vulnerable to fire.
You did blast it.
Yeah, that was a withheld blast. That was like, all right, well, several things kicked off on you. So it was
Yeah, so I just wanted to be clear, you did melt some of it when you struck it, when you also hit
all right.
Polaris.
So this one kicked in. That's going with that already.
Okay.
And then all right, so I'm gonna do hack and slash on it.
Okay. Using the
other
burning
one
brand.
close? Yep. Is the
Okay.
other one close?
The other
How
one's
far?
like 20 feet now, I'll say.
All right, so this is the first one on this one here.
Okay. Go ahead and do your
So
damage.
I'm doing damage here, which is damage. All right, I get to do an extra d6.
Okay.
So 13 fire and lightning, and it's an extra 1 point because I picked the burning brand, whatever it is.
So you slam the burning brand, the sword into it, and Balmung roars a battle cry. And there's this kind of shimmering wave, and the thing kind of like melts away from your blade. And it puddles all over the floor, and you kind of like scurry back to avoid getting into it because it's still like a puddle of acid.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Zip to the doodah, zip to the day.
All right, go for it.
That is a 9. So it will make an attack against me, and I will hit it.
Okay, so you're gonna get stuck,
Oh, I don't care about being stuck.
and you're gonna take 9 damage, ignoring your armor.
Well, did you say that was ignoring armor? So it's an odd number.
Yep.
Hold on. Fighting fire. So that's a d4. Oh well, 8 points damage.
Okay. Yes, you take the 8 damage. You strike it with Balmung. Did you do your damage already?
Hold on a second. I gotta take my damage. 14. I did not do my damage yet. All right. So lion kills dog. Did it die?
Yeah, but I'm
Never
gonna
kill it?
say that it's not in view of another enemy because that thing it can't see. Doesn't understand that the other ooze is there. It doesn't care.
All right. Well, then, anyways, here's my damage. Here's my other damage. And then I add in, what is it? What was the line? That's not to intimidate. Pacifier. Hey, I'm talking to you. What was this one again? All right, never mind. I'm looking what these things do here.
Okay, so you slammed it for 12 damage, it looks like, right?
13.
13 damage. Okay, you slam the sword into it, and the whole thing quavers, and there's like bits sloughing off of it. But you come in with such force, and you like misjudge the distance. Not only is that the sword stuck in it, but like your whole arm is like jammed into it, and it's like melting your flesh.
You're forgetting something. I
What's
got the
that?
forceful attack. So it and messy. So,
Okay, all right. So
forceful like knocks
Interesting.
things back and stuff. So
okay, that's fair. So instead of having it do, so if it's messy, it's gonna splatter. So instead of having it trap you, then I'm gonna have it splash and hit you and let's see who's
20 feet away.
closest to you. That would be
He backed up away from the other
yeah,
one. So
I think it's Ichabod is the closest other person. So Ichabod, you take 6 damage, ignoring armor, as invisible acid splashes all over you.
My body.
It's very sticky and it hurts.
How could you, invisible place?
All right, so you essentially, Jack, knock back that you splatter the gelatinous cube. It's like you kind of lose track of it actually because it's the stone drops from the force that you hit it with, and there's kind of like bits of ooze that fly everywhere, and you're looking around trying to figure out whether you killed it, and it's kind of hard to tell. What do you do?
well, Zuko style, a ring of fire.
Okay.
Hey, I want that free XP.
Okay.
Flames go out.
I'm gonna say what makes the flames go out?
Oh, the goo.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of wet. So
Apparently, yeah, it's like really wet for some reason, and I couldn't get it.
maybe you got some of it on your hand, and you're like trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So take one more
like
point of damage.
Oh, great.
You're gonna have trouble starting a new fire for a while. You kind of like wipe it off as best you can, but it's like very sticky. Now what do you guys do?
God damn it! I need to find something light on fire. Oh, don't have. I guess I'm discerning realities. I'm trying to find it.
So Liam comes running out, and he's like, "What are you guys hitting? Where is it? Where is it?" And he's looking, and he's like trying to, kind of just like swings around in the air. It's like he's trying to hit something, but he doesn't know what you guys are trying to do.
I like fly around where I think it is and see if the light from me makes it like glimmer.
Ooh, okay.
Shimmer.
Yeah, give me Defy Danger Intelligence.
Defy Danger Intelligence.
In Star Trek, they call it the Flash Cube effect. Okay, yeah. So you move behind this, and so you go like zipping over the ground, trying to like circle around where you thought the cube was, and you go smack into whatever's left of the cube that Jack hit a second ago. And you're like full body stuck in it now.
Found it.
You take 4 damage, ignoring armor. What kind of gear do you have on you?
Wait, or no, scale.
I mean, like what else in your inventory?
Oh, what do I have in my inventory?
Yeah.
Wait a second. You said I took 4 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. I gave my dungeon rations to someone else, right? So I've just got 1 healing potion in my armor and my halberd.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna say the healing potion. Well, I mean, you'll find this out later, but the healing potion is contaminated. It's not going to be usable anymore.
Oh, fun.
Actually, I mean, no, never. I take that back because the healing potion is going to be in like a glass vial or something. Probably, it's not going to be something that the acid would get through. So, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna. You're kind of okay. I'm gonna. You don't have like camping gear or anything like that, right?
No.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say, even though,
Like a handkerchief.
yeah, even though for inventory purposes we're having one person keep track of all the dungeon rations, I'm gonna say they're distributed throughout the party because it doesn't make sense for one person to carry like 60 rations. So I'm gonna say you lose some of the rations that are from the party's stash. You lose like 5 rations. I think that's
Okay.
on Dram's character sheet, so I'll mark that over there. Okay. And you're stuck.
So, am I to imagine that this guy who's like less than a foot tall is carrying 5 things as big as him?
No. Those rations were my size. But we still count them as part of the group.
Okay, I'm just checking.
He does carry a lot more than his weight, his size would seem to suggest. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't need as much food as you guys do. For the sake of simplicity and not trying to do unit conversions, we just made them all the same.
So
Alright, well,
I'm
I'm
going to be
over
thrashing
at,
trying to get out of it.
You see, you're thrashing. Obviously, you're good and stuck though. Jack, what are you doing? You have, I think Ron's is okay, right? Actually, Phalim's going to run forward. He's going to try to like pry you out with his shield, I guess.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, hey, Veranza. So, Hilarious is currently stuck like full body in a gelatinous cube, and it's slowly swallowing him. What do you do?
What did you do? I was gone for less than 10 minutes.
He was like flying around the room trying to figure out what happened to it after it got splattered.
This is why I'm never allowed to leave you guys. You guys decide just to. All right. So he's in the gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
And we have no idea
But
what can kill this thing.
well, actually, Jack's been blasting it pretty effectively with Balmung.
So
He killed
fire.
one of them. This is the second one.
Yeah, fire and or
Oh,
lightning
this is
seems
the
to work on it.
second one.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You made them split. Okay.
No, the second one they noticed. Yeah, it actually wasn't a split. It was a second one that
wasn't?
came up from
Okay.
behind. Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea though.
I thought for a second. Okay, I have 2 holds, so my I'm turning into Teostra.
Okay.
For the body. I think that's always going to be that. And you said it's acidic?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What has animal?
Yeah. So while Veranza's shapeshifting Hilarious, Phalim is like, "I got you, buddy. Hold on," and he comes up like charging right up to the edge of it, and then he kind of very carefully stops right before he gets within reach of you. And he's like sitting there for a second, like trying to figure out how he can pull you out, without like sticking his hand in. And after a second, he kind of like jams the point at the bottom of his shield behind your head, and he's like trying to pry you out of there. Give me a defy danger strength with a +1 bonus from him helping you.
Okay, I got this.
Danger
So I want
Yeah.
with a +1.
I want the tail of a naked mole rat.
Okay.
And then I want to keep an arms of the ape, because one of my viewers just say, "Do we have a rope that we can use to pull him out?"
Okay, nice. Yeah, so
I know that I have a rope, but my tail, because mole
I have a
rats
cane.
are naturally immune to acid.
nice. Okay, cool.
I can put my tail in there. I can have Hilarious grab my tail, and I can just run forward.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say, so Phalim starts to pull him out. Hilarious, you're like grabbing onto the shield, trying to pull yourself away from it, and he's pulling. And your pack is like getting sucked into it, kind of. And then Veranza, you come in with your mole rat thing, and you, I guess, give me a roll to aid.
Aid?
Yeah.
Okay. Would that be wisdom because I'm in form?
Yeah, actually, you know, I'm saying they already made the roll, so if you want to, you could like do damage to it or do something else with it.
Okay, I was gonna say that was my roll, but let me. No, I'm gonna keep it as this, and then I'm going to on my end. What would it be to like run away from the cube?
To just grab them and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to require a check. You got a straight.
Okay.
The question is, which direction are you running and how far?
I would. Is there an area that we have noticed that there is not a cube?
Well, the cube that you have that you're fighting now is kind of in the center of this big open rectangular plaza. There's the
There is. We are still on world map.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a map of this area. We're just doing theater of mind for this one. Sorry. Yeah, so you're in a big rectangular plaza. There's the tunnel that you guys came in through with the stairs, and then there's the archway that goes into the building.
And the archway had the original gelatinous cube that we already murdered.
Yeah, it was in that main hall on the other side of the archway.
Now it's like squelched all over the floor.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's dead though.
Oh yeah, you guys splattered the other one. It's dead. Jack slew it with Balmung.
Oh, nice. Let's go that way.
Okay. All right, so you guys zoom further in. Phalim follows. Ichabod, you following the rest of the group inside?
Into danger, Ichabod!
Why am I always going into danger?
Because you decided to party with us.
Can't get this goddamn thing lit. Holy shit, a 4.
Oh, yikes. Okay, take another point of damage.
All right. What I do for XP?
I still
The
have
fucking
not
12 hit
leveled.
points.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm a dumbass.
Okay, so you guys are in this hallway again. You had made one of you guys had made a what's it called, discern realities on this hallway before, and I think you used one question or two questions, and you still had questions left, if I'm not mistaken.
I have one question that that I had hold.
Okay.
Let me see. Because I had asked, "What are you doing, you psychopath?"
That's not a question on the list.
That.
No, I'm not asking Matt. I'm asking Narga because he's just running down the hallway, running back up, running down the hallway. Do you want my yarn? Get it! Okay. Where is my things? I need to see where my questions are. Where are my questions? There they are. Because I asked who is in control. What should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give you an option because you went into the room and came back, and you're kind of exploring it a little bit more chill now.
Okay.
You can either use the one hold, or you can roll again and have all the questions available.
Ooh.
Can't do both.
All right, let me re-roll.
Okay. Go ahead and ask a question.
It's the same thing I would have gotten anyways.
Yep.
If
you could ask the same questions again if you wanted to.
Right. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Let's see. I'm gonna search. So you guys search around, and you remember that You remember that as you guys were searching around the archway and the entryway and so forth, that Jack was going to dive down into that horrible murky pond and check out the statue. You guys, after a while going back and forth, I'm going to say one of you guys dives down to the statue. Who's going to go down?
Jack.
What's that?
Oh,
that-
I was
Jack.
That's right, Jack. Yeah. Okay,
I
so
just went
Jack.
Jack.
Jack, you find that there's some small objects that have been like shoved into this hollow in the statue. One of them is
Wait,
like
is this a new statue or the one that's below the water?
the one that's below the water. One of them is a glass vial. Give me 1 second.
How to keep your kitten entertained while you play D&D. Crochet.
It is called a Devil's Bane oil. It's a glass vial of oil that is used to essentially it works.
Gelatinous cubes.
Yeah, it works against fiends or other dimensional creatures. And then the other thing is a coin of remembering.
Okay.
That's what you find. So you guys search around those two rooms and you come up with those two items. Now you have this building to explore. You've got the stairs going up and down. You've got the west way, which is silent, and the east way, which is where the sound of water is coming from. Which way do you guys want to explore?
I think the east way towards the water sound is where we found the cube, so maybe we go the other way.
The cube is actually in the center of the main room before the corridors all going off. So, but yeah, do you guys want to go east?
I'm letting the team decide at this point because I brought them here.
Okay, so it sounds like you're going east.
Okay.
So the party takes the east hallway.
Choose your own adventure game, like
Kind of, yeah.
east. Turn to page 59.
Yep, a little
To
bit.
go north, you have to turn to page 73.
So you see there are okay, yeah, so you see that there's kind of like two main there's the hallway branches into two different directions. One going, so you're heading east. The one of them is like a bigger hallway going north. And there's like a door, a big stone marble doorway at the end that looks very ornate. And the other door is on the east side of the hall, like all the way at the far end. And it is also large, ornate door. Not actually, I would say it's ornate, but not large. The door on the east side, on the end of the hallway. And it has, it's made out of a different kind of stone. It's like, sturdier, like bedrock that's been brought up and carved, as opposed to like a decorative stone like marble. And you think the water noise is coming from behind the bedrock door. Which way do you guys go?
I want to play with the bedrock door. I want to
Okay.
go towards the water.
Okay.
The last time we touched water, we almost died.
Anytime
Oh,
you touch anything, you almost die.
Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to mention is you guys are coming through. You see that there.
I renege this until I hear what the next thing is.
Okay. So there's a couple. You notice that there's like muddy tracks on the floor through this like grand marble hallway. Like somebody came in here with their dirty boots and like scuffed it all over everywhere.
Is it dry or still wet?
You look around at the area that you guys have explored. There are dry tracks that are going down the east hall towards the bedrock door at the far end. And then there are wet tracks that go kind of all around the central hallway and over to the the north door, on the east side, the marble door.
Wet tracks.
And there's also wet
Means
tracks that
somebody's been
go.
here recently.
There's also wet tracks that go west.
Jack, which way do you want to go?
He's still trying to clean his clothes off from all this jello.
Oh,
Can you take most of your clothes off before you
He's
to
actually
help
started.
us?
what?
I took my shirt off. I was about to go in this thing, so luckily my armor wasn't destroyed, but it really hurt.
Oh, poor Bubba.
Anyways, so which way is the direction again?
So, west is wet, but wet, muddy footprints, and east is
North and west both have muddy, wet footprints, and east has dry.
Correct. Yeah.
And we came
And-
from the west, though, didn't we?
You guys came from the south.
Oh, from the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the water is running on. Sounds like it's coming from behind the east door, which is the dry one.
So where was the up or down stairways?
So there's also up and down stairs that are in the main hall. And when you go over and look around the
We've
room,
gone north, right? We've gone north, and then there's an east and a west. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. So I should have drawn a diagram or something. I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. Let me just doodle.
Whatever. I'm going for the wet one. Whatever it is.
Okay.
Wet.
There's two.
See,
North or west?
that's what I said. I was like,
You
which
say wet,
wet
let's go
ones
west.
do you want
West,
to go
young man.
to?
Okay. Can you guys see this square that I drew?
Um,
You're not on this page. Hold on.
no.
Oh,
The answer is no. We can.
How about now?
Yeah. Yes, I see
Okay,
the
okay.
square.
So this is like the main hall. So you guys came in from this way, the south.
Okay.
There
I
is
am now blind.
you are.
Where's the
No
pool?
longer dark view.
So this is the wet area.
Wasn't there a
That's
big
the-
pool
Yeah, the pool is
Like-
out here. Yeah, you got it.
with a statue?
You got it. Okay, and then this is the east hallway, which branches off into two junctions. There's a north, which is the big marble door, and then there's the east, which is the smaller stone door with the water behind it. And then there's dry tracks here, and then there's wet tracks here, and all through here, and up there.
Now, when you mean by tracks, do you mean like a ooze went by, or people like walked with
Like,
wet
You
feet?
can give me a spot lore if you want to try to investigate the tracks. Okay. Only tells you something interesting on you to make it useful. Okay, so you see that there's like multiple different kinds of tracks here. Some of it is obscured by the ooze passing over, but the ooze doesn't really eat mud per se, so it kind of just like smears stuff around. But you see that there are large boot prints here and there. Like occasionally you'll see one here, one there. But the vast majority of them are like claw marks. And there's a lot of smearing, like there's multiple creatures going back and forth over the same area multiple times.
North.
Okay, so you guys are going this way, correct?
we'll follow Jack.
Okay. You guys head north. You see, you open this door. Actually, how do you open the door? Let's say you guys just.
Push against it.
Let's say you pull on. Yeah, you push on it. It opens. I'll make it complicated. You look down this long rubble-filled hallway that kind of heads. Kind of goes like this. And then this hallway is like filled with rubble. There's protruding marble shapes that look like the broken chunks of angel statues, kind of like the ones that you saw in the main hall down here. And then there's like a collapsed section that's here, and then there's like another large set of doors that are over here. Looking around in the hallway, you can see there are these patchy. You see more of the wet, muddy tracks first of all, claw marks and occasional boot prints. You also see that there's these patchy areas of dark streak marks where it looks like something was dragged or pushed along the floor on one side of the hall. So, like all the rubble is like on one side of the hall. On the left side, as you're coming in from this way, on the south side of the hall, and then on the north side of the hall, there are these like drag marks or streak marks that are at weird intervals along the hallway, in a bunch of different spots. And there's a smell from this hallway. As you like, the further down the hallway you go, the worse it is. It's like rotting meat, and it's really, really foul. What do you guys do?
Another door?
Okay, going up to the double door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you push open the door. Everybody give me a Defy Danger con.
Amaris is like, whatever. I don't even have my nose open yet.
Okay, yeah, Hilarious, you're fine. You've smelled this kind of like horrible, like you've been on a battlefield before. I'm gonna say, Hilarious. Where have you been on a battlefield before?
Oh, we talked about this. I was up in the north with Varenza.
That's right. Yeah, you guys were fighting up there. So you know, this is like battlefield, like 3-day-old death smell is what it smells like. And you kind of like cover your nose against it, and you're fine. Ichabod and Jack, you really don't want to go into this room. If you go into this room, you know, like the smell is just overwhelming. If you go into the room, you'll suffer the sickness debility for as long as you're in there, and probably like a minute afterward.
Every 2 steps I throw up.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Yeah. But you can go in there still if you want to. You open this broad double door, and you see it's like this big vaulted circular chamber, all made of like it's like a mix of like bedrock and like decorative marble columns. It's kind of like a marble facade, and it has these geometric designs like you've been seeing all over the place. And Varenza, you can, having knowing a little bit more about these designs, you can see that this is a place where power is channeled, like ley lines either are or were channeled through here to a point to achieve some kind of magical effect. And there are these, on top of these kind of markings of ley lines channeling, there's like remnants of statues that have been smashed along the walls. Like it looks like there was a whole bunch of statues kind of like lining this room at various intervals. And there's just like the bases of the statues are there now, and the rest of the statue is gone. And in the midst of all that, in the kind of an more open area in the center, there is a big like dirt or mud or like dried blood smeared like horrible pentagram type of circle deal that fills the majority of the room. And there are bodies lying before a small stone altar decked with candles and spattered with blood, dried blood. Corpses are all lying on their backs with their feet pointed inward towards the altar, their empty eyes staring at the sky. There's something else. As you push open the doors, you see shapes emerging from the darkness around the room. They're ones that you guys all recognize. The Myrkridia kind of emerge out of the darkness in the shadows of this room where they've been kind of just lurking, gnawing and gnashing on things. And you open this big stone door, and then suddenly they start coming towards you. What do you do? Jack, it looks like you summoned you got your burning brand going finally.
Finally.
Okay. Go for hack and slash.
All right, we're gonna have some fun here. No one is directly next to me, right? If I go,
yeah, go for it.
all right.
Oh no,
so I will.
no, you're right. Go
we'll be
ahead. Sorry.
doing, This is what I'm yelling as I go there. Oh my god. I guess they all like me.
Okay. Yeah. You taunt her, so you see that they do have like there's a bigger one that's kind of like in the back that's like you see he looks at you and he like howls and you like howl back at him like you're trying to challenge him, and then all the others howl and they all start coming at you, Jack.
Oh shit. All right, well, we're going here. We're into it. Hack and slash, baby.
Go for it. Okay, deal your damage.
All right, we're lighting up everything here. Oh, that activates.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to the big guy.
Okay. So you activate. So the big guys, there's other guys between you and the big guy that are kind of like barring your way. You can make an artful dodger if you want to get around them, or you can just hit the guy that's closest in front of you. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll do another one, a different one.
Okay.
But there's stuff spraying all over around me. So that was a fade into violence, of course.
Okay.
And then what does artful dodger say? Let's see. I slide in around and around things here. Okay. So then we're going to do.
I mean, you know what I meant. Free running is what I meant.
Oh, free running? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to get to the boss.
Get to the boss.
Okay, you get to the boss.
All right. Hack and slash again. Holy shit.
Holy crap.
About time.
All right. So that is this damage.
That slime really got on your nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, you had to shake off all that jelly.
Lousy damage. That's like 6 damage.
Okay,
17,
so you
8 damage.
Jack, you go tearing into the room with fire and lightning, and the whole room lights up for a second as your burning brand comes alive. And you could just see all these like dozens of beady eyes just like creeping out of the shadows from all around the edges of the room towards you in the moment where everything lights up. And then you pile into the middle of them right in front of the leader, and you instantly strike down one, and there's like a bolt of lightning, and 3 of them just like fly apart. There's like body parts like flying around the room as you just cut your way through them. And then you get to the leader, and you go for the leader, and he raises his he's got a sword that he's found somewhere from one of these ruins. It's like a very old, not magical like Balmung or anything like that, but it's like a very old, very fine sword that's sort of like a Callieach type of design, although it's sized for a human. And he lifts this curved sword up, and he blocks Balmung, and there's sparks that fly, and the damage that you dealt to him. How much damage did you deal to him? 5? Is that right?
It ends up being 8 altogether.
8, okay. So sparks fly, and the lightning, like the burning brand gets blocked by his blade, and the lightning like arcs into him as Balmung strikes him. And Balmung is like cackling like mad, going like, "Fall, demon! Be gone from this place!"
That was my action.
Nice.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna
Yes.
charge in right behind you.
Okay, go for it.
I need to redo my chimera.
So everyone else behind me that follows will get a +1.
Okay, so Hilarious, you go and deal your damage. Are you going for the leader since Jack has made an opening, or are you going to go for one of the other ones so he doesn't get flanked?
Yeah, I'll like try to pick off the little ones that he's not taking care of.
Okay, so you go face to face with one of them. And you fought Myrkridia before, because everybody that lives in this world has fought Myrkridia before, or at least seen Myrkridia fight. There are these like bestial animal things. I'll show you a picture of what they look like.
As I charge in, I scream out, "I'm gonna murder all of you little bastards!"
Everybody got
hilarious
a.
Which-
Everybody
from you.
with me.
But that also gives me, speaking aloud, my intention to murder.
There you go. That's what these guys look like. They're about 10 feet tall.
Awesome.
That's
yeah,
fine.
they're
That's
like
because
hunched over, though.
he will go for
They're only
the
about 8
Achilles
foot tall,
tendons.
but they're actually, if they stood up, they'd be 10 feet tall.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's an extra 5 to damage.
Nice. Okay. You speak a line of promise to deal your. Okay. Deal 2d4 damage against that enemy and -4 damage. Okay, so you exterminate. Who did you promise to exterminate? Just the one in front of you?
Yeah, just the closest one.
Okay, so
Like,
you.
I'm trying to clean up behind Jack as he goes.
I'm sorry. What did you say exactly? I missed it.
I'm trying to clean up behind Jack as he goes.
No, I mean, what was your promise of extermination?
I'm gonna murder all you.
I'm gonna murder all you little bastards.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yes, you declare exterminatus, and you, sure enough, exterminate the
wait,
one in front of
Aren't
you.
you like 1 foot tall and they're 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ego is like
That-
12 feet tall.
that doesn't really seem to slow him down somehow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting bigger. On our first session, you kept saying I was 2 inches tall. Now I'm a foot.
You're a foot at this point now.
So if Veranza or Ichabod do anything, they get a +1, and then since I did hack and slash, I'll do setup strike, which gives I'll give it to Jack to get
Nice.
an extra D4
Okay.
on his next attack.
Ichabod is very much doing something by running around screaming his head off.
Okay, Ichabod, are you running around screaming into battle, or are you just running around screaming until one of them comes at you?
A little bit of both.
Okay, I think that sounds like a hack and slash. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, go for it.
He's running around blindly hacking and slashing. That's what he's doing.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
oh man,
Oh,
Well, you
Well,
know what
that-
that is? That's an XP.
Ichabod's fighting. Ichabod's fighting together with the rest of the party. He's got performance anxiety. This always happens.
Don't worry, it happens to everybody.
Yeah, no, but you go piling in, and you actually hit one of them. I'm gonna say you kind of like knock him down, and you're like about to finish him off. But these guys are like master flankers. And one of them grabs you. He doesn't immediately deal damage to you, but he like goes for your legs and like tackles you and like pulls you down, and then all of them start piling on top of you. Let's see.
my turn now.
Yeah, Veranza, you see Ichabod go down in a pile of Myrkridia that are hungry and slavering and howling.
So I am going Chimera. I am doing Teostra body, the ape tail, and then almost like dragon wings, the arms of the wings for that.
Okay.
So the Myrkridians that have piled on top of Ichabod, I'm going to sweep my tail and see if I can knock them off of him.
Okay, sounds good. I think that's Defy Danger using one of your form holds.
Yeah.
For wisdom.
That's my wisdom. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Somewhat hesitate or flinch. GM will offer you. I'm gonna say you can sweep all of them, including Ichabod, if you want to, and whack him and whack all of them, or you can just whack one of them and deal damage, or maybe two or three of them.
The one that is directly above him.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I will do. I will whack the one that is directly above.
Okay, go ahead, deal your damage.
3.
Okay, so you smack it. That is actually enough to kill it, because Myrkridia are not that strong, even though they're big. They're like spindly little things. You smash it with your tail, and it goes flying into one of the columns or one of the statue bases and cracks and lays still.
Nice.
Alaris, you're charging again. Which way are you charging now?
I didn't mean to click that, but
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah, go for it.
Did I take care of all the little guys or still little guys?
No, there's lots of them.
There's
Okay.
lots of them. Sir.
I'll just go to the next one and scream die.
Okay, give me another hack and slash. And Jack, are you fighting the leader still? The leader, as you're grappling with him, he's shouting and trying to get them all to come after you, Jack. So you got them coming in at you from all sides. Alaris, you deal.
I step like sprint forward and like protect Jack's back.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be
No,
defend. That'd be
don't.
defend.
No?
don't get too close.
Explain why.
He's gonna blast them all with lightning.
like
Never mind.
I'm
I
like
will
surrounded by lightning.
I will protect his rear far enough away from getting lightning struck.
Okay, we'll call that a defend at a -1 because you're keeping your distance.
Okay.
Where was my safety net?
Why would you get a safety net? You never want a safety net. It's fine. You said defy danger
Yeah, go for it.
for -1 because I'm further away.
Yeah. Okay, and then Hilarious, you're hacking and slashing. What was your damage?
Same as before. That's
8.
fine.
Okay, so you spear in rapid succession 2 more of them as they come at you. They really like to flank. Like, you'll see every time you go to charge one of them, it like hesitates and starts to back away. And then you'll see like out of the corner of your eye, 2 more of them come charging at you from behind as you're charging the first one. Kind of like the Velociraptors. Yeah, in Jurassic Park. That's exactly what they're like. So you kind of get into this rhythm where you like charge at one of them and make it back off, and then you'll wheel immediately and dispatch the one that's coming towards you. So you take down 2 of them this way with your halberd. And then Jack, go ahead and blast the guys on what were you gonna? You're blasting the leader, right? Jack?
Yep.
Okay, and you get Hilarious, what was your bonus to Jack's damage?
A D4.
Okay, what is it? The setup strike. Okay, so what are you doing to like set up his attack, his lightning attack?
When I spear one of the little guys, I will throw, like, instead of just pulling my halberd out, I'll like try to swing it and throw the body kind of towards the big guy and distract him.
Nice. Okay, so you distract the big guy. Jack, you go for the big guy. Go ahead and deal your damage.
Nice.
Okay, what's the total?
It's 17 plus whatever his D4 is. That's 20 damage.
Nice. Okay, so you eviscerate the alpha. How do you cut him down? What does the strike look like?
I actually ducked slightly when he went, and I just cut him from below up with Balmung. So instead of doing the chop down through his chest, I went straight up, removing part of his lower half, and part of his chest out.
Nice. Yeah. So you do almost like an uppercut with a sword, I'm imagining, kind of thing.
I did.
I forget what the name of that move is. You do like the thing where you like whirl around and attack.
It's called Hadouken.
Yeah. No, not that one. But that's all right. Yeah, so you do this fancy sword move and you cut off like the top half of him basically, and then lightning blasts and kills 3 of the other guys around him. As that's how many were close enough to get blasted by lightning. The ones that are around you, Jack, that were all charging to get to you, start to scatter. But some of them at the fringes of the room are throwing things at you. One of them hits you with a loose chunk of marble that's just picked up off the floor. Let me deal my damage. You take 2 damage minus your armor from a chunk of marble smacking you in the shoulder.
How do I get to roll? How do I get to roll a D4 on that? That'd be nice.
What's that?
Oh, you do a roll, but how do you do it? So you can't do an odd number or anything like that. You have to do it separately on this thing. Okay, so my flames just consume it, and the fire gets brighter.
Especially, so Veranza, you were doing a defend, right? Was that on Jack that you had the defend?
That was on Jack, and it's a
She got an
worse outcome.
XP.
Okay.
No, I didn't get an XP. It was an 8.
Okay, so did you want to use one of your holds when he's getting hit by a chunk of thrown object?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to use the hold for?
So basically, the wing will actually go up and go whack.
All right, what's the effect of your hold from the defend list?
From the defend list, it would
Alright.
be.
Just
Let me
give me a advantage. Why don't you just scare them?
let me see.
Put
Oh,
your
I have
wings
3
up and
holds.
frighten all the things around.
As long as you stand in defense, when you and the
Because
thing you're defending.
I didn't take any damage from it, and I gained 2. My embers got 2 more uses of fire. I resurgence flames for. I took 1 and gained 3. And then because lion eats
Narda, I
dog,
love you, but your nails are killing me. Fuck.
lion kills dog, lets it so that you could intimidate them instead with your
Okay,
hold.
you want me to intimidate?
Yep, charisma, I think, or something like that. Put your
Oh, I
wings up.
don't have
You
any. Right.
get a
Or
plus
would it
1
be
at whatever.
parlay? Would that be to like what would
I
be
think
a
that's the same as charisma.
I think parlay because that would be charisma, right?
Okay,
Sure.
To
Yeah.
like
yeah, we call it a parlay, sure. So parlay with +1.
Okay. Let's see what happens here. Yeah.
Oh, you got +1, so you actually succeed. Can you roll the parlay again so we can see what the move says? There we go. They ask you for something and do it. They all want to not die. So if you need concrete assurance, if you provide concrete assurance that they're not going to die, then they will run away.
I will basically say if you run, your heads will not fall.
They don't understand your language, though.
So they want to make sure that they don't die, but I have to do what?
Yeah. So they, so you cower. Let's frame it like this. So you are like intimidating them all. You're shouting at them, and they like scatter in all directions. But this room is like a dead end. There's no place for them to flee. You guys are coming in by the door, and so it's like they have to fight through you in order to get out. So what they need is an exit. Pave a golden road for a fleeing enemy.
Yeah, so basically I will make a pathway for them and like point to get out.
Okay. And they start to run. And Ichabod, you're pinned down under a pile of these things. And what's his face? Phalim is charging in, and he's like, "I got you, buddy." And he kind of like helps you get up as he's like hammering one of them with his shield and trying to hold off another one with his sword. And he's like trying to help you up with his shield arm while he's fighting. What do you do?
Steal his shield and smack one of them upside the head.
Okay, go for it. Hack and slash.
That's better.
He's like, "Hey, what?" And then you smack the guy. Deal your damage.
Pure 1.
Okay, you smack him with a shield, and he reaches out for it. He's like, "Give me that!" And he smacks the thing with the shield and knocks it over. He makes enough space though that you can get up. What do you do? You still got you kind of got the group of them they're all piled onto you are now kind of like surrounding the two of you, so you're like almost fighting back to back with him, kind of. And so he's like fighting the guys on one side, and one of them goes to lunge not at you but at him while he's fighting the guys behind you. What do you do?
Me?
Think about it.
No, sorry.
Well, I never get to use this seal, so I use the Fist of the Beast on that thing.
Okay, go for it.
And
Oh, man.
remembers.
Okay. What is it? Can you print out the effect of the seal?
Let's see. You are also a connoisseur of the XP train. It's such a gravy train. Rolling a natural 2s.
Beast. Look to test muscular beer like represents physical might, opposes moral weakness. Okay, so I'm gonna say that actually this seal, it should have given you some warning when these creatures were around because they're bestial creatures, but it didn't go off. The seal was sleeping until now. You hit one of them with it, deal your damage.
For
You
now I do good damage.
Yeah, you smash it and just like completely pulverize it, and the other one next to it. And they all scatter from around you and flee. And the beast seal is awake now, and it doesn't go back to sleep. Don't forget to mark your XP.
Great, now I have a talking ghost dragon and now some random animal talking from my hand.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Well, if you're really smart, it's a Pikachu.
I completely forgot about the dragon. I should have had that fighting with you guys. My bad.
Pikachu.
Okay, so you cleared the room of Myrkridia. Looking around the mess that's in
That's
here.
where Jack fades away. See you guys next Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
All right, see you guys later. Have fun.
Okay, we'll wrap up pretty soon, but
No,
you
that's
guys
fine, because I have good news. I have
Nice.
good news.
all right, let's finish. It's only a couple more minutes here, so so you guys look around the room after you kind of clear the mess of Myrkridia. You can pick through the bodies and pick up their little trinkets and stuff if you guys want to do that. I'll paste a list in the chat in Discord of what they have.
Okay.
Okay.
But in addition to that, you can see that there is there's that altar with the ritual candles, and you notice there's this kind of stockpile of ritual materials that's like in the little cabinet over on one side that looks like fresh, like not old stuff that was left behind by whoever used to be in these ruins, but this was like maintained and used recently. And you recognize some of the herbs, Veranza, as the ones that were, I don't remember who it was that first made the check back when you guys were talking about it sessions ago, but you guys figure out, as you confer between you and look over this stuff, that this is the place where Mogim performs his ritual to refresh the rod of Callieach.
He had the dank druid weed.
Yeah. So what he's doing, what you guys discern from that and from your knowledge of the rod is that, you know, he's like kidnapping people from nearby areas and dragging them into this chamber and murdering them on this altar in order to provide power to the rod, because he doesn't know how to use the ley lines and stuff like that.
Perfect. So can we set up a trap on this so that the next time he comes, it blows up in his face and takes off his head?
You absolutely can, but let's take care of that next time. I think this is a good stopping point.
Perfect. And then
Um,
maybe I can actually like level like I was supposed to for 2 sessions.
yeah, for sure.
And I haven't done that yet because I'm trying to sell my house.
All right, let's do the end of session move. Give me 1 second.
I just put in my my like stuff as ritual materials. Ta-da.
Here we go. When you reach the end of a session, has anybody resolved their bonds? The explorer no longer relevant or otherwise.
I cannot, because I told Halaris, don't be stupid. And what did Halaris do? He was stupid, and he got eaten by the cube.
Well, you know, I wasn't told. I was nibbled on.
Okay. Any other bonds, guys?
Can I like move up to level 2 with Ichabod's misguided behavior endangers their very soul?
Yeah. What
My
exactly?
behavior is never misguided.
What exactly is the misguided behavior?
His running around a room full of Myrkridian just swinging a blade.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So you kind of like, I'm going to say, if it makes sense to you, that you're kind of like actively watching his back now, just like kind of keeping an eye out on him all the time, every time you guys get into a dangerous situation. So that's why you get the extra +1 on your bond. Okay, because you're not entirely trusting his common sense in battle. Does anybody want to form any new bonds or any other stuff like that? Has anybody fulfilled their alignment or drive?
I feel like I endangered myself to protect someone weaker than me.
Okay.
Who's
when I,
that?
Yeah.
smashed
into-
into a cube.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you definitely
trying
did.
to
Yeah.
protect Ichabod.
Yeah. So that's market XP for that.
I
How about-
can't say that I helped someone grow, but I did help someone not get murdered, get eaten by a cube.
Fair enough.
So
Hmm.
I will not take the XP, but just remember, I too can be immune to acid.
Nice. Ichabod, what was your drive?
Mine was to fight a worthy enemy, and that did not happen.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. We did the alignments. Answer these 3 questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, because
The
we found
Balrog-
the
No, the altar that he's
we found the altar.
We found the altar. Okay, yeah. So everybody mark an experience point for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
the cube.
Okay, so everybody mark an experience for that. And did we loot a memorable treasure?
Polaris.
What? Am I a treasure?
I looted you out of the Gelatinous Cube, okay?
I'll allow it because it amuses me. Everybody mark an experience point.
Yay! I'm a treasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys for playing. Good session. Let me wrap up the stream and then I'll interrogate you about your housing situation. All right.
Yes,
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on stream, watching live, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time.